against the National Service Secretariat for purportedly violating the National Service Act by refusing to disburse the allowances of the National Service personnel. Now, the forum says the failure to disburse the allowances have caused significant financial distress to National Service personnel.
The group, in a statement, has expressed concerns regarding the stipulated allowances meant for National Service personnel as mandated by the National Serving notice of a lawsuit, followed by a massive protest against the National Service Secretariat.
Now, joining me in studio is co-convener for the Forum for Accountability for NSS, Klenam Kofi Tamakloe. He joins me here in the studio. So, Klenam, your forum released a statement indicating intentions to take illegal action against the National Secretariat. We are interested in understanding the grounds upon which they plan to pursue this lawsuit against the Secretariat. Tell me more.
Firstly, I'd like to say thank you for inviting us over. It's very important that the media captures the youth perceptions in this country. So I want to commend you for that.
Right.
And with that, with our plans for the lawsuits, we believe that in the Constitution was stated clearly that the National Service Act demands that the Secretariat pays National Service personnel on a monthly basis.
Right.
And as we know in this country, it's been going on for decades. They don't pay. They don't pay on time. They consistently pay at a quarterly basis. Yes, the Act says on a monthly basis. Why do they feel the need to treat us unfairly? It happens continuously, year after year after year. And people tell you that it's the status quo. We should accept it. But this generation won't accept that. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to announce to the nation that we won't accept the status quo any longer. I saw that we have a bio of the founder of our nation. I want to say something. He said, there's a quote by him that says that Ghanaians are not timid. They are slow to react. But once they are angry, once they organize and they strike, it's going to be an impossible burden to quell. Once we strike, the movement I represent, once we strike, we'll hold the Secretariat accountable. We've given them to the end of March. If they're able to pay all the 5-month arrears, we'll stand down and accept that they are making an effort to pay us. There are people in the Secretariat who are paid on a monthly basis to do their job. Yes, we go out and we do our job. Why must we forfeit our allowances? Why must we forfeit our allowances? That's
I was going to ask you what are the number of months your arrears are owed, but you just mentioned 5 months. As we speak, how much are you earning for a month?
715.
750 Ghana cedis.
I also like to say that they've paid some people 2 months. A few people, what we believe is a diversion tactic by the Secretariat.
What do you mean by that?
They've come out to say they've paid 2 months to all personnel all over the nation. But that is a lie. It's propaganda. I can tell you this as a fact. If you have relatives in the Western region, in the OT region, in the Volta region, they'll tell you for a fact that their evaluation forms haven't even come out. So how have they been paid? Yet the Secretariat continues to propagate a message that they've paid these people. Yet these people are still going to work consistently. They are struggling. The stories that we hear, they are troubling. They'll tell us that the youth should stay away from fraud, to stay away from vices, from betting. Yet how do you tell these youth or young people to stay away from these things when it's the only source of income? You go to school, you do the hard work. The time is for you to be repaid by your nation. That's what it was done for the young people to instill pride for your nation. Isn't this what's about? Installing patriotism in the people. Yes, it tends to a means for people to hate the country. Because they feel like the country does not love them. Now they talk and they say, why wouldn't they get a leg over on them? If the nation comes up with this, why wouldn't they be corrupt? Why wouldn't the sins of the fathers continue to come down to us? Because the nation, they feel as though the nation does not love them. If you feel like the nation doesn't love you, how would you react? You want to slap somebody before it slaps you, right? You'd always be reactive. And that's how the youth of this country are now. They are reactive to everything because they are suffering.
And I also ask, in which ways are you affected by the delay of the allowances?
In so many ways. The main thing is financially. Financially, we are crippled. We have to go to work. We need to transport ourselves to work. We have to buy food. There's some people that are breadwinners for their family. Their family put them through school, and this is the time for them to repay their loved ones for the commitment that they've given them. So now, how are they supposed to do this? It's painful for people all over the nation. It's discouraging. There's so much brain drain in the country. They ask, where is it from? Where is it from? It's from issues like this, from issues that are near to the hearts of the youth. we feel as though nobody loves the youth in this country.
So you've mentioned that you are taking the secretariat to court.
Yes.
Tell me when you intend to do that.
So we're giving them to the end of this month. We're trying to give them the benefit of the doubts. So if they truly care about us, they will make sure that they can pay us before the end of the month. But
Entirety of the amount?
All 5 months. We want the whole 5 months. We don't want half. We don't want quarter. We want what we are due. We're not asking for anything more. We're not asking for anything less.
All right. Thank you so much. And I've been here with Klenam Kofi, who represent aggrieved members of NSS waiting for the secretariat to pay them their 5-month allowances. And he says if not done by the end of March, they are heading to court to file a lawsuit against the secretariat. Now, that is your camera. So every single colleague of yours that's watching you tonight, what are you going to tell them?
Our colleagues, I'm here to tell them that we'll hold the secretariat accountable. This is the form of accountability. And wherever we see injustice, we'll face it head on. The times of being quiet is over. We're going to face injustice in whatever form we find it, and we'll hold it accountable. We've seen members of the secretariat go on TV and say, we should accept this. We should accept anything that we are given. I read a message from the Deputy Executive Director of the National Service Secretariat, who also doubles as a chairman for the Black Princesses.
Right.
And when their allowance was delayed and they were paid half, she told them that they should be happy about the half they've been given. This is not a political matter. This is a lack of empathy by the secretariat. Because if you've paid somebody half and you expect the person to be quiet and say, let me be grateful for what I have, how would you feel if you were paid only half? To you may seem like, oh, it's okay, accept it, but it's painful for the people who are living through it. How can you? These players played for their nation. They represented their nation, but they were told that take half and be grateful. This is the same person who's in charge of the National Secretariat. This is a deputy director. How is she going to empathize with the youth if she can't even feel for the players that she's in charge of?
Well, are you saying that her leadership is not doing you any good?
I don't see anything along those lines. I want to see that there's a lack of empathy within the secretariat. There's a serious lack of empathy. The same thing I can say for the director himself, who went to the Public Accounts Office in Parliament, and they asked him about the national service issue, the delayed payment. He said that it's the fault of the youth, that they are never on time. How is that the case? If you told us that you're giving us a deadline of May to finish the biometric system, or you told us the deadline for biometric system is in November, wouldn't we have done it on time? Because we know that we need to do this. The process that they implemented are clunky and slow. They implemented these processes. And 5 months later, you say they've not done their evaluation they refuse to do their evaluation. But I know people who've done the e-switch and everything, and their cards have still been rejected by the secretariats. So what I see is glaring incompetence on their side, not on the youth side.
Right. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.
Tamakloe, thank you so much. Now, away from that, Deputy Communications Officer for Coalition of Concerned Teachers Ghana, Frank Jachi, says the teacher unions will call off the strike if the National Labour Commission convinces them enough after the